This is it. We're on Ehrenberg, Cibola Road, riding the washboards and the Ford E450. It's looking good. A lot of people out here. A lot of rigs. Haven't passed anyone I recognize yet. But lots of rigs spread out all over the place. It looks good. Didn't know what to expect. I thought it might be a smaller gathering this year. There's, you know, the official Schooliepalooza, or not official, but the corporate Schooliepalooza is having their event in like February, and I think it might be in Quartzsite. So I wasn't sure if, you know, with that, if, you know, some people would break off maybe. But those that have been here before, we know the dates, we know the location. There's no question about it. So it's time for a drone tour of the event. AJ went up early and got us all a spot. We're kind of out on the boundaries of the event. We wanted to be far enough away that we weren't hearing the music all night, but also close enough that it was easy to walk in and, you know, be a part of the activities. Now, I noticed something very different from the previous years I've attended Schoolie. This year, there seemed to be concentrated camps, kind of like mine, scattered throughout the event, as opposed to in previous years, everybody was kind of just in one big, long cluster. And so I think as the years progress, people find who they click with, find their tribe, and they end up kind of setting up their own thing. And then everybody kind of converges on the main event as they want to. And so here was a big camp right across the way from us. They were having a good time playing music, doing stand-up comedy night. And then there was another large camp kind of down and to the left. And then also this little smaller camp of like 6 rigs. And that's kind of what you saw walking through the event, was little clusters kind of spread all over the place. Up here on the left, this was the drama camp. All the complaints and drama you saw online was all happening right here. And people that didn't want to be a part of it just moved out of the way. Coming up on the right, this was a Bus, his music camp. They did some really good music, had some laser lights going. They had a really good time. And then as we move on down here, this is more of the main cluster of all the folks. A lot of people that left the drama camp came down here to stay. It's also much quieter. There wasn't any large music production happening. So this is where all the events and seminars and lectures took place, and where you could find food and services. I got a massage. It was a pretty poppin' place. I've attended Schooliepalooza for the last 3 years, and this year was definitely the smallest as far as attendance goes. In fact, just me personally, I have probably at least a dozen Nomad friends who were here last year that didn't show up this year. And so even though attendance was down, you can see it was still a very large gathering. Tons of rigs, a lot of large schoolies. So Schooliepalooza is still a schoolie event. There were all kinds of school buses you could tour and check out, all types of different designs and layouts. And it was still a really fun time. And even though a lot of my old school Nomad friends didn't make it, I met a lot of new friends. And my camp this year, there was like 4 people there that I'd never met before this event. So as older friends don't make it, newer friends appear. And overall, I had a really good experience. So we got a bird's eye view. Now we're going to head in on foot and see what's going on. And I'm taking a walk with my newfound friend, Outdoors Dreadhead, who's a channel subscriber. Met him for the first time at this event. He's a pretty cool guy with a neat story. What's urban homesteading?
I was on the 16th or maybe 8th or 16th acre city lot.
Okay.
And I had chickens in a garden.
Oh, nice. In Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the damn city.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
That's what makes it an urban homestead.
I like that.
I had animal life and gardening. So, but I canned a bunch of food that I brought with me, and I grew in my own yard and killed up a bunch of chickens and canned those too.
Canned chickens. Yeah. Okay.
Canned quail and anything I can that comes from local farms around me.
You know, once you can the chicken, then the eggs stop. That's the problem.
Eggs stopped before I made it.
Here's one of the schoolie camps next to ours. Man, these rigs are huge in person. I definitely would not want to drive one around the city, but they look right at home parked in this large open desert. I think a schoolie build would be a great option if you were going to spend most of your time in places like this. I mean, look at that. You can get 6 or 8 of them in a big circle, and then you kind of have this large private space in the middle. And this big stretched out white schoolie with the American flag draped on it had a drum set set up on the top. And then on some of the evenings, the guy would get up there and kind of jam out. And it was pretty cool to see. Here's a shot of the pirate camp, which seems to be the source of most of the online drama. I didn't spend any time here. Last year, they played loud music until early in the morning, which upset a lot of folks, but this year they were much more respectful with their music. Now, there was some type of drama that went down at Pirate Camp, and I wasn't involved with it. I can't really speak to what happened, but Arizona sheriffs did roll through. Somebody made a phone call, and they came in and handled the situation and took care of whatever the problem was. So for anybody wondering if Schooliepalooza is safe, it's just as safe as any other place in the country. If there is an issue, you can call law enforcement and they will come take care of it. And I really want to emphasize all the drama was pretty much located to a single camp. And so if you don't want to be a part of the drama, all you have to do is relocate. And that's what a lot of people did. And most of the folks I talked to were having a great time and weren't even aware of what was going on, unless they were on Facebook. So we're continuing our walk down through Vendors Row just to kind of see what's going on. And this booth caught my eye, a YouTuber by the name of Squatty Van Ventures, and she makes these cool little dolls by hand. Let's see what she's got going on.
Hi.
So I am here with
Christina.
Christina.
Yeah.
And Christina, tell me what we're doing today.
We are going to be making at least the beginning stages of making one of my custom dolls, my healing dolls.
Custom healing dolls. I'm very excited. So Christina hand makes these little dolls and she has a lot available, but also you can do a custom order. And I thought this would be a great memento of Schooliepalooza 2025. And so I decided to go ahead and have one made. And I got to choose the fabric color and the accent beads and the eyeballs and a little charm on the chest. So we're going to come back a few hours later and see what she does.
I'm gonna drop it.
Don't drop it.
I might
All right.
drop it.
We're back and we got the, what did you call it again? Remind me.
I call them healing dolls.
The healing doll.
Call them voodoo dolls and such, but
It's
not bad ones.
It's for healing.
Don't stick pins in them.
Okay, so we got the healing doll in the Nomad Brad orange with some little pieces of flair attached to it. Super excited about it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
So tell me, what could I find on your channel if I was gonna look up?
Oh gosh, you'll find my awkward self. I just vlog day to day. The editing is very, very minimal. I just kind of put the videos together, so I like to tell people that it's my raw version of my life.
Well, I'm gonna really appreciate this. I'm gonna throw it up on the wall. This will be my Schooliepalooza memento.
Nice.
So I got my Nomad Brad healing doll, and now I'm ready to continue exploring Schooliepalooza 2025. And so now we're up at the main circle where all the biggest schoolies are parked. And man, there's just so much variety, so many cool rigs. So I ran into a friend and nomadic tiny home builder, and I wanted to just introduce you to him in case you guys are looking for someone to help you with the build out. So I'm here this evening with Kyle Chapman from Chapman Built Nomadic Homes. And I just wanted to let Kyle explain the services he offers, because Kyle's a great worker and very good at what he does. And I think there's a lot of you folks who might be interested in contracting his services. So Kyle, please tell me how you can help the nomadic community.
Yeah, I'm a nomadic builder of nomadic homes. So I know what needs to go into a rig, and I know what it takes to live in a rig. And it's kind of important for somebody building out your nomadic home. They should have some kind of experience doing that. So I keep a trailer stocked up with me with all my tools, and I can do this stuff out in the desert, up in the forest, wherever we need to be.
Beautiful. And so, yeah, if someone's interested in acquiring help from you, what would be the best way for them to reach you?
Yeah, the best is to hit me on Facebook or Instagram at Chapman_built. Find me on there. You get to see some work, and we'll figure out what you need.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man. I'd like to take a quick look inside the trailer here. So this is Kyle's work trailer. Pretty nice cargo trailer. He's got solar on it as well to power all of his stuff. And he pulls it behind his built-out Sprinter. And I was telling Kyle right when I first walked into it, I said, man, this place is clean. And I said, it's a good determining factor of the type of work someone's going to do for you if they have a clean workspace. The last thing you want to do is see a shop or a trailer that's full of stuff scattered and unorganized, but Kyle's got it all going on. So this is your guy. If you want help with the conversion, with the build out, reach out to Kyle Chapman and he'll take care of you. Thank you, Kyle.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The sun is setting. The paramotors are flying through the sky. It's time to head back to camp and get ready for the evening.
In a subtle way. He knows how to get what he wants, doesn't he?
It was really nice to sit around the fire and camp, kind of keep it chill, get to know all the nomads in our camp a little bit better. We told some stories, had some good laughs. It was a really good time.
Yeah. we got a blazer last night too, just burn it all.
There you go, man. Yeah, go out in style.
But
But it is Schooliepalooza, and so of course if you want a little bit more action, a little bit more energy, you can go out and find that as well. And Mark was here with the Wander Box, putting on quite the music and lighting show. If you're ever at an event and Wander Box is there, you can absolutely count on an unforgettable evening. And at the end of the night, there was a huge fire with stacks of pallet wood. Everyone was running around dancing and singing. It was just a great conclusion to a wonderful event. Schooliepalooza 2025 was a definite success. And if you know me, it wouldn't be a successful Schooliepalooza without some type of electrical work. So I'm going to be helping Cousin Lonnie install these KC backup lights.
For this, that'd be sweet.
We got some KC Adventure lights, some white floodlights, 20-watt LEDs. We're going to be mounting these for Cousin Lonnie.
Yeah.
Or Cousin Lonnie's going to do it. I'm just going to be here for emotional support. We're going to put one on the bumper here, one on the bumper on the other side. These bumpers are actually fiberglass. I thought they were steel. They're super thick, but they're actually glass.
So, how does this? I guess these will probably have to come apart, huh? Because I don't think it's going to reach to that other side, is it? For the,
Dang, that's all they give you?
like you said, they must be planning on it.
This is the car kit.
Exactly.
So I was disappointed with the wiring harness that was included with these LED lights. The harness wasn't long enough to go from the rear bumper up to the battery, and additionally it wasn't wide enough to be able to mount a light on each side of the bumper. So we ended up having to make our own harness from scratch, but Cousin Lonnie got a little bit of education on wiring and crimping and stripping and using the heat gun, and overall we had a good time making it happen.
Red to black, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it's been a project, but we got Cousin Lonnie all dialed in. Got the Chinook with the backup lights. Looking good. I'll show you guys a little taste here. We'll do a shot at night tonight too and see how they actually perform. But here's what we finally came up with. We got one right there mounted nice. It's a nice low profile light, by the way. These KC lights, pretty nice. So we got one on the driver's side. We got one on the passenger side right there. And then the harness, we actually had to make a completely new harness because the one that was included was not nearly long enough. So we got all the wiring running up on the passenger side frame, all the way up into the engine bay. And then it's going across down into the driver's side right here. And we drilled a little switch right down here. So you just flip that on, switch illuminates, backup lights come on, and then click it down, backup lights are off. Pretty seamless. It looks like a simple job, but me and Lonnie, we put a couple days in, didn't we, Lonnie?
Oh yeah. Yep. Day 2.
Day 2.
Couldn't have did it without cousin Brad.
Hey man, we tackled it together.
Another field operation.
Tell me how that turned out. Like how more involved it was versus what you thought it would be just coming into it.
Well, I looked at the diagram and it looked pretty straightforward, you know, until I mentioned that to you and you said, looks good on paper, because you obviously knew things are more involved. So definitely more involved than what I thought. Couldn't have did it without you.
Oh,
You know, 'cause
appreciate
I'm
that.
definitely not the wiring, electrician,
Yeah.
knowledgeable kind of person. So, but I learned today.
Yeah.
I know what maybe what to do next time.
And you learned next time you probably don't want to do it yourself, right?
Call it cousin Brad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Happy
looks
with it though? You
sweet.
think we did okay?
Absolutely. I'm excited to see what they light up tonight, you know.
Cool, man.
So
All right, so it's nighttime. We're gonna head over to cousin Lonnie's rig and see how these backup lights are looking. See how we did. Check out these 20-watt flood beams. Cousin Lonnie's gonna do the honors, flip them on. See what happens here. Bam!
nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. So looking at this right here, this between cousin Lonnie's rig on the left and then Jeffrey's van on the right, you know, that's probably at least 30 feet. Plenty of distance that they throw. And then also it's pretty wide. If you look down here at the beam pattern, it casts a wide angle. Like look how on the right, how far that comes out.
That's what I wanted.
That's really not, mine don't even stretch wide like that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking
So-
for. The floodlight effect.
Yeah, that's a really, look at that. That's like daylight, bro. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed my recap of Schoolie 2025, and I hope to see you next year.